Hello everyone and welcome back to Luigi's Mansion on the Nintendo Gamecube yet again. I'm One Wild Sheep and today we're gonna start clearing on at least, Area 3 of the game, third chapter of the mansion. But first, Luigi needs to do what he's been clamoring for since he started this adventure. Luigi needs to go and do some gardening. So yeah, after every chapter, or at the beginning of every chapter, go to this point by here, where we fought Bogmire. Because remember that little seed that we watered? Well, we need to go back there and continue watering it constantly throughout the journey. Now this is an optional thing we can do, but if we do miss doing this once a chapter, then we will not be able to get the reward at the end, which is a fantastic looking reward, I'll say so myself. It's completely optional and it means nothing to the game if we get it, apart from a possible better ranking. So if you want a better ranking at the end of the game, feel free to go for it. If not, then ignore it. That's all I can say. But anyway, now it's time to go back to the top of this hallway where Melody's room was at, because now we can actually enter the backyard of the mansion itself, which is actually one of my favorite areas. I don't know why. It's just the fact it's an outdoors backyard area. I just like it. But anyway, there it goes. I don't think I mentioned this yet, but I really do like the shining effect of when a door gets opened from like a boss key. I don't know, I just love the way it looks. I have no idea why. But not many people actually know this, but this room by here, the courtyard, which is also the back, you know, the back bloody yard of the actual mansion, you can actually clear this place out. You can actually get rid of the ghosts. And it's basically a certain type of ghosts that go down in one hit in this place. And basically if you suck up all those certain types of ghosts, well, the lights will turn on, allowing you to gain some fantastic treasures. Yeah, this is technically one of those optional rooms in the mansion. And as you can see, we get emeralds and stuff for watering the flowers. Remember kids, gardening is good. Why do you think Luigi is such a pro at it? Ho ho ho. I'm surprised that's something Nintendo hasn't made. Luigi's Garden Adventures. I mean, they've done a Mario Golf, Mario Tennis, a bloody ghost busting game. Why not? I'd buy it. But anyway, you might see this well by here. And this well is very significant to the plot, believe it or not. Because if we go down into this well, we're going to see an interesting person, an interesting character yet again. Oh, what's in here? Oh, it's quite cold down here. I wonder why. What's going on? Get me out of here! Oh no, no, no! So yeah, we need to go and rescue Mario. We found Mario, he's trapped inside a painting. How interesting. Also, suck this ghost up that only spawns when you come down here, and he'll release a key allowing you to get out of the courtyard. So this area is not optional, we do need to come down here. I've seen many people get stuck in a playthrough because they figured they could skip this section entirely because they didn't want to show off the cutscene. Why you wouldn't want to show off a cutscene in a playthrough? I have no idea. It's an LP, god damn it. If you do an LP, you want to show off as much of the game as possible. Unless it's a story-based game, in that case, you just, I don't know, I don't like watching LPs or doing LPs as story-based games. I find them redundant. But anyway, we got Mario's letter in that letter box there, and one of many Mario's items that we can give to Madame Clairvoyant. In fact, we find out exactly how many items we need to pick up Mario in a few seconds, actually, after we're done collecting all that delicious money. Oh, it's lovely. Get in my vacuum. It's not quite getting in my belly, but yeah, it'll do. But yeah, once you clear out all these purple ghosts that like to throw bombs at you, which is very annoying to do, by the way, you'll end up, well, the lights will turn on in the backyard, allowing you to get a lot more treasure. And at this point you're probably wondering, you don't need much more treasure, do you? Trust me, you always need treasure. Use the Wario mentality. But anyway, here's Toad. If you knock on this door, it'll basically hurt you, and he'll tell you exactly what you need to finish off Madame Clairvoyant's side quest sort of deal. Which is not optional, you do need to do this thing, I think. So there we go. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Luigi.
No worries, Toad. I still can't do your voice. I wish I could, but I can't. Seriously, look, Toad's voice is just one of those voices in gaming that you need to be like a god with your throat to be able to pull off. They hurt your throat so much. But anyway, here's these guys stunned. So, the lights are going to turn on and we get a fantastic chest. Alright, it's better be good. Oh, it is good. Oh, look at all the gold. It's so shiny. But yeah, I'm still impressed. I'm still to this day impressed with some of the graphics in this game. Like, even the simple stuff like the particle effects whenever you pick up items. Like, you get this little twirl of lights around you. I don't know why, I just think it's so brilliant. It just looks nice. But anyway, there's the next goals to catch. But first things first, Luigi needs exercise. Luigi hasn't had much exercise since Mario World, when Mario did nothing. Coming soon to an LP channel near you. But yeah, the key, basically, that's an optional key that you don't need to pick up, but is recommended to pick up because it saves so much time in the long run. But of course, this ghost, once you hit him with one of these punching bags, just press the A button on the punching bag to hit him. He'll try and windmill you, which is basically Luigi's ultimate technique from Super Smash Bros. Brawl. See, or Melee. Any Smash Bros. Game where he just sort of flails his arms, come at me, come at me. And honestly, I'm surprised not many people adopt that tactic in real fights. You think it's like an unbeatable technique, because if you're doing that, how are they going to get you? How are they going to hit you back? Because you're flailing your arms. They can't get close to someone flailing their arms. Seriously, that should be a legitimate fighting technique that people should take seriously. It could be dangerous, man. Why am I talking about flailing arms as a technique? Ooh! Oh, another one of you guys, come here. The portrait ghost can wait. Ah, yeah, I didn't want you anyway. Those blue ghosts are such a pain to take care of. But of course, obviously, it's needless to say, if you miss him with a punching bag, you won't get to hurt him, so you won't be able to suck him in. Very easy though to take care of this ghost is. Just keep whacking him with a bag and sucking him in. Obviously, after you stun, when you first go to hit him, you need to hit him 3 times to get him fully stunned. After that, you only need to hit him once, and he'll be fully stunned, ready for you to wipe him out. Although I do like that he just sort of starts to ignore you after he escapes your grasp. So he sort of escapes your grasp and go, I don't need to fight this guy. Brah knows what's up. Brah knows he can't do nothing to me. Dude, totally red. Although I still don't understand why your ghost is like training with weights. He hasn't got muscle mass. He won't be able to grow muscle mass. So why are you using weights? Doesn't make the sense. It doesn't make the sense. But then again, I guess everyone needs a hobby. Oh ho 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 ho. And now the Chaos Emerald for the collection. Oh. And no, I'm not making a Chaos Emerald joke every time I get one of those items. Because chances are I'll forget about the Chaos Emerald joke by the time I get to the next time I get one of those items. But anyway, time to get the next Beauregard. I can't think of something to say about that one because Beauregard seems like it could be an actual feasible real name. So I have nothing to say to that one. You get past this time, Boo. You get past this time. But the bad puns, they will continue. And I will survive. I will survive. Luigi. Why am I singing? But of course, yeah, this doorway by here, optional doorway as I said previously, it basically sends you a quick, easy to go to way to get back to area 2, which is very useful because now area 3 is one of the longer areas of the game in terms of what we have to offer, because it's the entire second floor pretty much, people. And as soon as the smoke clears away from this door after pouring water on it, we'll be able to go in. And as you can probably guess by that cold looking bucket by there, we're getting our next item in this level, the next power-up. And the final power-up of the game, folks. But first we need to get rid of the bad touch ghosts. Bad touch. Didn't you ever see that Sonic Says segment in that old Sonic cartoon? Yeah, that's what I thought. But basically, I'm ignoring these guys for a second now because I'm convinced there's lots of money around, but honestly, I think I probably should have taken out these guys first before going for the money because, as you can see, I'm just sort of wandering around like an idiot. What do I do? What do I do? Fortunately, these ghosts are pretty easy to deal with. At this point in the game, they will start to hurt you whenever they grab you, but they're nowhere near as deadly as the red ones, which does a lot more damage and health. So Turn around. No, 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 that's not turning around. It's going upside down. Oh, my head. What's going on for Luigi? So yeah, as you probably couldn't tell, there's actually panels on the bottom of the floor and on the ceiling, allowing you to basically flip on the ceiling. It's only twice or 3 times in this game you see those things, and they don't really do much with them. They're kind of a wasted opportunity, I think. But anyway, there is the ice medallion, I think it's called. And the ice medallion allows you to shoot ice. It sounds like a very ice power-up to have. Anyway, basically you can either do 2 things with the ice power-up. You can shoot out a giant clump of ice, or you could just hold it down so it isn't all the way and you'll shoot out a stream of ice. Basically, the clump of ice is useless. I have never found a use for it in this entire game. So always just shoot out the stream, I feel. Right, let's get this in another boo. Boo-jangles. Boo-jangles. No, I haven't got nothing for that one either. Nintendo. You're giving me something to work with. When I said Nintendo don't do this in the last part, I wasn't joking. I know Genesis does, but come now. Come now. But of course, there's nothing much more in this room. But there is a ruby, if you want to get hold of that, inside these drawers, which I'm pretty sure I checked earlier. I don't understand why they closed again. No matter. With that, we can now access one of the new ghosts that are in a new washroom. Basically, on the 2nd floor, there's also a washroom on this floor. Actually, I think it's 2. Jesus Christ, does this mansion have enough washrooms? I mean, come on. It's got like 5 bathrooms, 2 washrooms. Enough guest rooms to fill a hotel. Why isn't this a hotel, actually? It should be called Luigi's Hotel. Oh, right, Hotel Mario. They probably didn't want to do any ties with Hotel Mario. But as you can guess by here, there's a ghost having a shower. Why do you need a shower? You're a ghost. But anyway, what you want to do with this ghost is actually freeze ice on it, because obviously no one likes ice being dumped on them when they're in the bath. No one likes cold water. So freeze them and just start sucking them up. This is probably one of the easier bosses in the game, but unfortunately the pearls that this person drops, they tend to get stuck in the bathtub a lot. So have fun trying to get the pearls out of the bath, because it is the most annoying thing about this boss in particular. Just loads of pearls, go in the bath. Oh no, now I need to scoop them out. Which involves some very awkward handiwork with the C-stick. But just keep freezing her and sucking her up, and eventually she'll go down. Eventually she'll give up. I am Luigi, I am the law. You can't betray me. Ah, Christ. In you go. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. But yeah, I don't understand why there's so many washrooms in this mansion. There's tons of the bloody things. And I'm annoyed that Pearl disappeared just before I managed to be able to get it. But hey, we got a new key. Where does this key take us? It takes us wherever that is. I actually can't remember. I probably know, but I can't remember off the top of my head, because the next place we're going to go into is actually this room by here, which is the grandma's room. And as you can probably guess, Grandma, who likes knitting, is in here. Now, we're going to deal with her in a minute after I've done my usual sweep of collecting all collectibles I can find, looking for every inch of money. Oh, I finally got one. Oh, yes, getting good. Oh, yes, finally, money, so much money. It's beautiful. So yeah, that's what happens if you can actually catch the blue ghost. I think that's the first time in the playthrough I actually pulled it off. I am proud of that. Now Luigi can die a happy man. Well, no, because I also have to win that Mario Kart 8 tournament, but hey. Which I've already won if you're going by my YouTube channel. But anyway, for this boss, you basically need to pick up her little cotton balls, or knitting balls, or whatever they are. And sometimes this will happen, where she'll just sort of disappear off the face of the earth and you can't do anything about it. If this happens, just leave and enter the room and just hit her with all 3 cotton balls. Once that happens, you'll be able to suck good old Granny up. By the way, Granny is probably one of the scariest bosses in this game, just for the pure fact that she shoots laser beams out of her freaking eyes. I mean, it's like in Austin Powers, those sharks with laser beams. Grannies with laser beams attached to their skulls. I mean, look at that. I mean, that's just terrifying. Fortunately, though, she's pretty easy to deal with. The hardest part is actually getting all the cotton balls together, because obviously, as you can see by here, I'm having a bit of issue, actually, difficulty finding them. and she'll start charging as soon as you pick one of these things up. So, yeah, she's a bit awkward to deal with, but I've seen harder ghosts in my time.
Back in my day, we used to catch ghosts with a wheel and a stick by pushing it down a hill.
There we go. Oh, that was a nice headshot. With that, it stuck Granny up. Come on now. It's time for Mama Luigi to show you who's boss. Get in Luigi's vacuum. Unfortunately, the problem with Granny is she is one of the more resilient ghosts in that she usually gets away really quickly. But fortunately, you don't have to redo all the cotton ball malarkey. So after the first time you hit her with the cotton balls, you'll be able to suck her up just easy, which I'm happy about because otherwise I'll freak. There's enough tedium in this game, which I'll get into later on, as is. In fact, all the tedium in this game is related to the booze, which is, like I said, something I'm getting into later on. But anyway, what's inside here? Oh, it's another key. We're starting to rack up all these keys now. We're getting more keys than we can go in rooms. So, that key, as you can probably tell, is actually in the floor where we first went. It was in the very first boss room floor. So how do we go there? Well, we'll go there in a bit. Basically, that's the final part of that little floor we need to take care of. It goes by really quickly. But anyway, get bloody birds. Boo, I say. Boo! Get in my vacuum. Get in Luigi's vacuum. Oh no, you're gonna pull this, are you? So this is why the boos start to get really more tedious as soon as they start gaining more health. Because eventually they'll start getting smarter and they'll become more evasive. They'll start trying to actively attack you and they'll start moving from room to room. They're awkward enemies to deal with. But I digress. With that, that's the end of this part. So join me in part 3, no, next part, even part 6, when we're going to continue on and successfully finish off Area 3 a bit more. Thank you all for watching. Hope you all enjoyed. Don't be sheepish, people. Bye! Wee.